That went about as well as you thought it would go, and he was immediately in prison. Welcome back, everybody, to Did You Learn Something? This is the show where we talk about some dumb shit that people did, and we all do our best to learn something so that, we can grow as a society. Speaking of societal growth, with so much conversation about whether or not America is slipping into this sort of light beer corporate version of fascism, there's a man I'd like to tell you about. Charles Rigoulot, a Frenchman. And I know America, we give a lot of Frenchmen some shit, but this guy was truly remarkable. He was born in 1903 in La Voisinée, France. In 1924, he won the Olympic gold in the Paris Games and became a national hero. And in 1928, he was the first to clean and jerk 400 pounds. As the strongman he was, he did what you thought a strongman in the 30s would do and wrestled bears, lifted cars, and bended bars. This is gonna come into play later. Fast forward to 1940, occupied France. A German officer demanded that he perform for the troops. They wanted to see his feats of strength. This didn't go well. Charles was kind of a smartass, and they got into it. The German officer called him a clown, and Charles disarmed him and sent him to where fascists ought to be, with his own sidearm. Well, that went about as well as you thought it would go, and he was immediately imprisoned. I mean, what did you think was gonna happen if you disarm and dislife a Yahtzee in occupied France? Now here's where it kind of gets into legend. We're not sure what is truth, what is fact, and what has just become the tall tale of his time. It's thought that he said, "I don't have time for Nazis, I just had a baby." And he used his skills to bend the bars and escape from prison. Whether or not that's actually how it happened, he did escape and managed to evade capture. And he did what any good, strong Frenchman would do and joined the resistance. Now, he was a famous man. He couldn't just hide so easily, so he went around as a performer. As he traveled around performing for his fellow Frenchmen, he acted as a courier, delivering messages and supplies for the French resistance. He even used his fame to raise money for the French resistance officers and their families. He became legend across Europe as the man too strong to bow to Nazis. After the war, he spent the 1950s managing a theater, and in 1962, he died a legend. So let's take a lesson from history. When things get tough, we get tougher. Did you learn something?